O'Byrne here in Spain, and we're going to talk about 5 unknown aspects of Spain today that you can enjoy in your next vacation, possibly. Also, I'm going to give you an insider wine tip at the end of this video that you wine lovers might just enjoy. Okay, here goes. Now, everyone knows about Madrid and Barcelona and Andalusia and Seville and the Alhambra and Granada and things like that. Maybe you know about tapas and flamenco and paella. And those are all, very interesting parts of the Spanish culture. But things that you may not know about, some places you may not know about. First, let's start off in the northwest. That's Galicia, the one of the rainiest regions of Europe, a very green Ireland-like area. And there's some incredible stuff there. I would suggest starting at the capital of Santiago. Santiago is named for the apostle Saint James or Saint Iago, Saint Jacob, if you will. It's also known as Jaime in Spanish. And the legend is that his body was brought there after being decapitated in the Middle East 2,000 years ago. Now, in any case, there's a beautiful, beautiful city there, and so that's one tip for the day, Santiago in Galicia, Spain. Now, another one, as we go down from the northwest, would be Leon. Leon, which is where the present Spanish president comes from. We don't know how long he'll be president because he's not doing too well with the polls right now, but Señor Zapatero. But he actually has a beautiful city there that again was a Roman city and has a really nice, wonderful selection of cheeses in the area, and you can find some of the best cheeses in Spain in that area. Some nice Roman ruins, and one of the best Renaissance cathedrals, a very airy, beautiful French Gothic style cathedral there in Leon, which is central northwest Spain. Now, as we come into the center of Spain, before we go to the center of Spain, I would drop down on the west, going south to the southwest, and there's a region there that sits between Madrid, Lisbon, and Seville, and that region is very untouched, and it's called Extremadura. Now, Extremadura is not heavily populated, but it was the most famous for being the site where a lot of the conquistadores, the Spanish explorers and conquerors, who went over to the Americas, the New World, back starting in 1492. Most of them came from that area, and so they of course, got a lot of gold and things that they were able to find in the New World. And there's some incredible architecture that was built because of those riches. One particular city is Trujillo that is there, and another is Cáceres. So Trujillo and Cáceres in the Extremadura region. Now let's drop on down into the Andalusia region, and an unknown but very beautiful place is one of the few wine countries right near the coastline in Spain, and that is in the Jerez Rhine region. The city, though, is called the Puerto de Santa Maria, and it's where one of Columbus's ships came from, the Santa Maria. So great seafood there also. A castle sitting near the port. And so I still need to give you one more to keep my promise to you. Let's go back up to the north, passing Madrid. We're going to go on the way to Barcelona. There's a city called Zaragoza. Zaragoza, Spain, named after the Roman Emperor Caesar Augustus. Sits on the Ebro River. It's got a beautiful basilica, a really well-restored old town that sits over the Roman Forum, and some wonderful tapas scene there that's very authentic. And what I really like about Zaragoza, as well as the other places, is they're not full of tourist traps. They're not full of fake the fake paella that you see in so many places, and the people are not jaded. The locals are very happy to talk to you and are very helpful and very friendly, which you don't always see in Barcelona because there's just so many tourists there. Madrid to a lesser extent. So that's my 5 tips for the day. Now, I did promise you, for you wine lovers, an unknown wine tip for the day. I'm going to give you even more than an unknown. I'm going to give you 3 wines that, starting off with one that is pretty well known. This is from the Rioja wine region. This is the Marques de Murrieta. This is a 2004 Reserva. This is good. Most of the Rioja wines are primarily of the Tempranillo grapes, and this one you could probably find. It's a nice mid-level Reserva that is widely exported. Now, let's go away from the famous Rioja region and let's go back. We talked about Zaragoza now, that Zaragoza also is surrounded by some wine regions from go back some of them to the Roman times, and a lot of old vines. And the Campo de Borja region has some great stuff. And this is one that Robert Parker really likes a lot. It's the Tres Picos, and from the Borsao winery, the Borsao. And you can find that one. It's got a 90+ rating and very reasonably priced. And I'm going to give you my unknown tip of the day. Okay, so this is actually a friend of mine from Zaragoza. My disclaimer, the winemaker is a friend of mine, but it is at this moment sold in California and in Florida. It's the Tull winery from the Catalayud region. So let me get you to take a look at that one. It's now in the hands of Robert Parker, and if he likes it and gives it a good score, well, it's going to sell like hotcakes. So if you want to know more about discovering Spain, check us out on the web, magicalspain.com, and either myself or Richard or Montse Torres will get back to you. And we only take 2 trips a week, so don't wait around because we're booking up fast. So that's all today from Spain. Dan O'Byrne, magicalspain.com. Hasta luego y nos vemos en España.